Welcome, and thank you for logging into this resource, which is dedicated to providing you with additional information about Brantford, along with some effective strategies around how to invest in Brantford.
When it comes to employment, the largest employers in Brantford are Ferrero Canada, Mitsui High-Tech Incorporated, and Worth Industry of Canada. These are all well-paying and very secure jobs.
Located just west of the most densely populated corridor for economic activity in the country, Brantford is only 30 kilometers west of the city of Hamilton. And as the Golden Horseshoe continues to experience what's known as the Manhattan effect, with Lake Ontario to the south and the world's largest green belt to the north, the lack of land to develop within the Golden Horseshoe will continue to force migration to secondary and tertiary markets like Brantford. When it comes to municipally owned land, the city of Brantford has just one remaining property for sale. However, there are various private land holdings that offer existing and prospective firms several development options. The city of Brantford and its neighboring county of Brant have just reached an agreement for boundary expansion. And within that agreement, a total gross area of 2,720 hectares has been transferred to the city of Brantford, along with a total residential land gross area of just under 2,000 hectares and a total employment land gross area of about 740 hectares. As a designated urban growth center in the province's growth plan, Brantford has specific employment and population targets to achieve. And as a result of these economic forces, it's forecasted that a total of 79,000 new jobs will come into Brantford by the year 2041. Now that the city of Brantford is currently home to 102,000 people and is expected to grow by almost 60% to 163,000 people by the year 2041.
Brantford also benefits from the new GO bus service linking to the GO train. The impact this development has on the city cannot be overstated.
The recent effects of COVID on housing has really fueled what is referred to as the ripple effect. Brantford has for a long time been known as a tertiary commuter community for commuters into Toronto, but as a result of more virtual workplaces, many homeowners and tenants are leaving the city and residing in larger properties and larger homes. Price and rent affordability is also a catalyst for tenants and purchasers to drive until they qualify. Now, for those of you that are savvy investors and are looking for some of the fundamental metrics, get your pens ready. The current average home price in Brantford is $642,845, which is down about 18.8% versus last year at this time. Keep in mind, in this comparison, we're looking at comparing the peak of the seller's market that we experienced back in 2022. When it comes to vacancy rates and average rental rates, a one-bedroom is 2.3% and rents for $1,388 per month. A two-bedroom vacancy rate is hovering around 1.3% and rents for $1,896 per month, and the three-bedroom vacancy rate is hovering around 0.4% and rents for $2,352 a month. So one of the most commonly asked questions that I receive almost daily is, how's the market? And whether you realize it or not, when you are asking this question to a realtor, what you are essentially asking is, are we in a buyer's market, a seller's market, or a balanced market? The market intelligence tool to find the strength of the market, or what is known as absorption rate of the market, is what we refer to as months of inventory. A seller's market is defined as 0 to 4 months of inventory. A balanced market is defined as 4 to 6 months of inventory. And a buyer's market is defined as greater than 6 months of inventory. Now in Brantford, we're currently sitting at 3.2 months of inventory, which is still considered a seller's market, although it is much softer than we saw last year in 2022. Some of the most effective investment strategies that we see in Brantford include the long-term buy and hold, as well as strong positive cash flow because of these realized and ongoing forecasted price appreciations. Sean is going to share with you a recent success story as to how one of our clients effectively used the strategies to grow their portfolio and build generational wealth.
Hi everyone, it's Shauna here from the Hedda Group. I'm going to share with you a recent client success story that investor clients of ours have just purchased. We're going to walk through the strategy we are trying to achieve, how we got there, all while navigating the Brantford real estate market. So for these clients in particular, we knew that we wanted something with decent cash flow in an up-and-coming neighborhood. So when we came across 157 Alice Street, we knew it was going to be the right fit. The property is located in the popular Terrace Hill neighborhood within Brantford, which checked all of the boxes in terms of the demographics that the landlords wanted to attract. Now the property is set up as 2 units with separate hydrometers, separate laundry, and each unit has their own private entrance. One of the best features of this home is that it also has a detached garage, giving the landlords the option to rent that out for additional income. We were able to secure this property through our exclusive property program before it even hit the MLS market to really make sure we could avoid any potential buyer competition. The financials here look very favorable, and I'm going to walk you through what they look like. So the unit mix within this property is 1 3-bedroom unit and 1 1-bedroom unit. So because the property was vacant, at the time we used forecasted market rents to estimate what our cash flow may look like. When it actually came time to advertise for rent, we were able to secure total rental income $150 more than what we anticipated. So in this case, that worked out to be $3,400 per month. Now in this situation, the landlords decided not to rent out that detached garage for the time being, hence why other income is $0. If in the future they decide to do so, that income would be captured on this line. Now we still factor in a 3% vacancy rate, despite Brantford's historically low vacancy rates of about under 2%. Now our gross operating income in this situation is just shy of $3,300 per month. So now we need to take a look at our operating expenses. So of course we have our property taxes and our insurance. Utilities in this situation are only gas and water that is paid by the landlord. The tenants each pay their own hydro. We always factor in a 3% repairs and maintenance budget, and these landlords in particular decided to manage the property themselves, so there is no property management fee, leaving our monthly operating expenses of just over $700 per month. Now taking a look at the monthly debt service, otherwise known as your mortgage payment, in this situation the purchasers decided to put 25% down. They were able to lock in an interest rate of 3% over 30 years, leaving the monthly mortgage payment about $2,100. So now that we have our income, our expenses, and our debt service, we can easily calculate our monthly cash flow. And by doing that, we take our gross operating income, minus our expenses, minus our debt service, leaving us with monthly cash flow of $468 per month. Now there is still one more piece to this analysis, and that's to look at the 4 ways to win. So to calculate that first, we need to look at our total cash invested, or otherwise known as our acquisition costs. Those are comprised of your down payment, any initial improvements that you want to do on the property, home inspection fee, appraisal fee, land transfer tax, and legal fees. In this situation, left us total acquisition costs of about $181,000. So based on that number, our total cash invested, we can now calculate our 4 ways to win formula. Now, cash flow component of the total ROI worked out to be about 3.09%. Our principal recapture worked out to be 5.84%. And passive appreciation, which is calculated based on a 5% passive market appreciation, worked out to be 18.59%. Here you'll notice that forced appreciation is 0, and that's because the property was already turnkey. There was no appreciation to force in this situation, leaving us with a total year 1 ROI of 27.52%. If these financials look attractive to you, or if you're eager to learn more about how you could secure a property of this nature, please, if you haven't done so already, be sure to register for our Deal of the Week and our free investors report for both Hamilton and Niagara region, simply by clicking the registration link in our booth. I hope you found this insightful, and looking forward to helping you achieve your real estate goals in the future.